If you ever tried to install a Bluetooth into an Arai helmet and thought, I'm about to destroy a $900 helmet, well, stop. Because I'm going to show you how to install a Bluetooth into an Arai helmet the correct way, without cutting foam, ruining fit, or compromising safety. Arai helmets are different. The EPS foam is designed to crush, not flex. So cutting or digging into it is a hard no. The good news, Arai already planned for Bluetooth. You just need to know where to look. Quick note, I'm doing a reinstall of my older Sena 10R into my older Arai Defiant X. But the principles of installing a Bluetooth are still the same. Alright, let's get started, and to make it easier for you all to see, I'm wearing my Meta Ray-Bans. Alright, here's what you'll need. Of course, you're going to need your helmet. Here is my Arai Defiant X. You'll need your Bluetooth unit. Here's my older Sena 10R, but this will work for Senas or even Cardos. I know this is an older model, but the general principles are the same. And like I said earlier, this is a reinstall, so this doesn't look perfect. And another thing you'll need is some sort of plastic trim tool. For now, I'm just using this plastic spatula. If you don't have either one of these, you can just use your clean hands. Step 1, remove the cheek pads. Now I've added some lighting here inside my Arai helmet and in front just to make it easier for y'all to see. I like to start with the left cheek pad first. For removal, I like to grab this section here and just pull nice, slowly, and firmly. You should hear a little pop. Just so you know, there are two fixed points. You have a fixed point here that goes right underneath there. And then there is also another little tab right over here that fits underneath there. I know that's hard to see, but right underneath there. One thing to note with Arai helmets and the in terms of the cheek pads, when you do pull this out, there is an additional little, let me see if I can get to it. See this right here? It doesn't pop right out because it's being held on by this little tab here. This simply just pulls right out. And I'll talk about more of that later. But this portion comes from right there. Once again, this portion right there. And once you remove this from this little sleeve thing here, this simply comes right out. Now, I usually install one cheek pad at a time. Arai hides the speaker pockets behind the fabric, not in the foam. All you have to do is lift the fabric slightly. No need for cutting. The speaker sits right on the EPS foam underneath the fabric. The pocket is factory designed, so use it. Step 2, install the speakers. Velcro goes into the pocket first. I usually like to place it right over here in the corner. Then press the speaker in flat. No bulges, no pressure points. Alright, here's a pro tip. If you feel pressure on your ears later, the speaker could be too far forward. Move it back a few millimeters. It makes a huge difference. Alright, next you just want to go ahead and put that cover right back on. It just slips on just like this. And yes, you do want the wire hanging out. Go ahead and flip it over, kind of straighten the cloth out, make sure that speaker is in place, and set it aside. Now you may have noticed I'm doing the installation here on my bed because you want a soft surface so it doesn't scratch up your helmet. Step 3, microphone installation. Now for Arai helmets, you have your choice of the low profile mic or the boom mic. I prefer the boom mic. Now, I prefer the boom mic because the sound quality seems better and it's just sturdier. Yes, the low profile mic tends to give you more room, but I still prefer the boom mic because with a low profile mic, you're using that 3M sticker, which you're sticking on the inside of your helmet, and the condensation from your breath tends to make the sticker lose its stickiness. You don't know how many times I've seen people using a low profile mic and using that 3M sticker on the inside and saying it's falling off. Alright, here's my install for the boom mic. I prefer the boom mic, like I said earlier. So what I usually do is I'll find the center of the front of the chin, kind of give this a little bend, put it a little bit lower, kind of bend this, the microphone wire, try to find a placement for it. That would be a good spot there. Now, once again, like I said earlier, this is a reinstall, so I know that's the spot. But that's where I would place, if this was my first time, the Velcro sticker right over here. And once I do that, go ahead and recenter this again and just let it Velcro right on. But just in case you're wondering if you wanted to put the low profile mic, you'd essentially do the same thing. A lot of people tend to put the Velcro sticker right over here and then have the low profile mic sticking right over here. But like I said, it is kind of like a spot where your condensation for your breath can wear down the stickiness of the Velcro. All right, step 4, mounting the unit. Like I said earlier, I'm using my older Sena 10R, which uses Velcro to mount on the side. With other units, you're actually using a clip-on. So this step is going to be a little bit different for each of you, depending on what kind of Bluetooth unit you have, what kind of Cardo unit, what kind of Sena unit. But let me still show you to give you the basic idea. The next thing you would do is install the unit. Now, I always install it, obviously, on the left side. That's the only places that the units can actually go. Normally, if you had a Bluetooth unit, it's a clip-on. And generally, you would take that clip and slip it right over here. Now, in terms of placement, I do like to place it right above the hinge of where the visor is. Now, the main reason for that is because if you notice, if you put your arm to your side and you just pull up here, that's probably the easiest point to get to your ear and to get to the controls of the Bluetooth unit. All right, in this particular case, normally you would have the clip on for, like, I have a Sena 10S, the clip would go here, the unit would go there. But for this particular case, and like I said before, this is a reinstall, I put my Velcro here because with the Sena 10R, it uses Velcro. So once I have that on, I'll go ahead and this one literally just Velcros right on. As you can see, it's lined up with this point and this point. Pretty even. All right, next step is let's flip this around a bit, and I hope the light's not bothering you too much. But here's kind of the wiring part. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to have all of these different wires. This particular unit has multiple connections, but it'll still essentially be the same. You're going to take, this is the neck curtain. You're going to have to push that neck curtain aside. You have several wires here. I generally will take the main wire, and that'll be different for each, but the main wire will go right over here. And let's start connecting the wires just to make it easier to work with. Now, keep in mind, some of these say mic, some of them say speaker. You don't want to get these confused. Now, the good thing is with this particular unit, for the microphone, it's red. So, you know what? Guess what? This goes right in here, and this is going to be kind of hard to see. I'm going to have to kind of guess this. Boom, that's right. You have the red unit there. And then, generally, because this particular unit, the battery, normally in other Bluetooth units, the battery is built within this unit, but for the Sena 10R, because it's low profile, you actually put the battery on the back. So I'm going to go ahead, take the battery, just kind of stick it there. This is a different unit. I don't even know if they make this anymore, to be honest with you, but just to give you an idea. That might be an extra step for some of you. So let's make sure we got the right battery unit connected to there. So these two are going to be for the microphone. How can I tell? One's short and one's long. You don't want to plug the battery into that. And also, this tag here, it says battery. So let's go ahead and put this sucker in. Boom. Okay, so that's out of the way. So the next thing you want to do is grab that cheek pad that you put the first speaker in. Take that wire, go ahead and plug that right in. Boom. Like that. Kind of get these wires out of the way. So this is the fun part. I like to try to keep the wiring as clean as possible. It's going to be different for each helmet. So what I'm going to do is this. This is going to be for the other headphone. I'm just going to tuck this over here, get out of the way. And all of that's going to live underneath this. Let me get that out there. I'll put this here. All right, after connecting all those wires, the next thing I like to do, and obviously wire placement is very important. Let me show you. We got to put this cheek pad in with the speaker after that's been connected. So with Arai helmets, like I was showing you earlier, there is this little plastic tab. What you're going to do is slip this plastic tab right underneath here. And then this piece, remember earlier, that tab that fit into the envelope, we're going to stick that back in. Make sure the cheek pad is in the right direction. Usually this curve is matching the curve of the visor on the other side. So first of all, you're going to take this little tab thing, lift this up. I don't know if you guys can see. And then see the white and the black? This simply fits right in. You have to put that back in there. Otherwise, that curtains will be flopping around everywhere. So once that's in, put that right over there. And then what you need to do here is the microphone's kind of in the way. So you kind of push that down. And kind of fit that right inside there. There's a little tab that goes right underneath. I'm not fully closing this yet because I want to get the wires I need first. So what do I need? I need the longer wire. Where'd it go? There it is. Let me just get that out of the way. So all these other wires, honestly, I usually put them right underneath the chin strap. So let me run that chin strap through now, the cheek pad, kind of get out of the way. And those will be nice and safe over there. So as you'll see, hopefully, push this forward. And I'll put the front of the cheek pad in forward and just kind of push this down, and it should lock into place like so. Yeah, there you go. You didn't hear a click because it's not a good sound. But That's nice and snug, at least for there. All right, we're not quite done. We're almost there though. Let me just pull this through, make sure that's all the way through. Next, let's clean up the wiring over here, as you can see. The way you can do that is, remember that little rubber spatula thing here? First of all, we're gonna make sure this, oh, that didn't go in cleanly. Yeah, make sure that's nice and snug. You're just literally gonna stuff these wires in. Now for that wire, the main wires are actually running between the shell and the neck curtain, so and that's totally fine. Now this wire here, for at least for the 10R, I like to stuff it right underneath, and using the spatula for anything rubber, just to fit in. I'll just use my hands; it's actually faster. I don't have the actual thing that I usually use, but this is just to give it a cleaner look. Just be careful in stuffing that in, like so, nice and clean. I know it keeps popping out, but this is an older unit, so all right. So that wire is now hidden. Next, we're going to get ready to install the other speaker into the other cheek pad. I'm going to go ahead and just roll this over. And yes, the wire is hanging out. I'm doing that intentionally. It's just going to make it easier for me to work with. So just as a note, if you are using a clamp on your Bluetooth unit and you're using the Allen screws and Allen keys, when you're tightening it, just don't make it too tight. Make it just hand tight, not gorilla tight. All right, step 5, the other cheek pad and the other speaker. So after you get all those wires in from this side speaker, I get confused, that's the left side speaker, we're going to go ahead and work on the right side speaker. So I know I left this wire hanging out, but that's just going to make it easier for me. I'm going to tuck it in a few. So we're just going to repeat what we did earlier. I'm going to grab this corner right over here, I don't know if you can see, and just pull right out. And you should hear a little pop noise or something. There's a little noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Go ahead and pull out the chin curtain. Once again, you're just repeating what you did earlier. You pull out the, not chin curtain, the chin strap, excuse me. Go over here, look for that tab. I don't know if you can see. Go ahead and pull that out, like so. And now your cheek pad is free. All right, let's install the other speaker now. So we're basically going to repeat what we did earlier. So here's my speaker. Here's the cheek pad. You're going to lift the cloth like so to expose the pocket. Let's get that piece of Velcro. I'm going to put that, I like to put mine here in the corner. So I'm going to put that right over there in the corner. Then we'll take the speaker, drop it right in. Like I said, I like to place mine over here in this corner, like at a 45 area, this corner. Go ahead and cover the speaker with the cloth. Let me flip this over so you can actually see. And yes, leave that wire hanging out. All right, next let's go ahead and attach the wire to the speaker. That's why I left this wire out. It just makes it a bit easier to work with installing the other speaker and the cheek pad in. Then we're going to get the chin strap. Go ahead and run that right through like so. But before I do that, actually, let's do this. Remember this little tab thing right over here? Let's go ahead and install that. Here's the pocket. You lift this up, and this just slips right in like so. That goes right there. Let that drop down. Straighten this out. Go ahead and pull the chin strap through. This front tab is going to go right over here. So I'm going to drop that right in. I like to give this a pull, the chin strap. While that's happening, go ahead and just lock this right in. I just push down right over here. And it should fit in like so. See how flush that is? Now with this wire, I'm going to go ahead and tuck this in a bit so underneath, but not completely just yet. So now I'm going to go ahead and deal with this wire. I know sometimes people like to run them through the air vent channels, but I actually like to run it behind the neck curtain right over here because it stuffs in nice and clean. So yeah, just stuff this sucker right in. As you can see here, I have extra wire. You know what? Let me pop this out. Can simply go right in there. A little bit of the extra wiring, that's okay. Let me adjust this. This kind of pulled out a little, not a big deal. Go ahead and stuff that wire in. And so that's essentially it when you install a Bluetooth into an Arai helmet. Now let me give this one last check. Make sure those wires are nice and snug inside. I like to give the chin straps a good pull because sometimes they may not be fully pulled through. Then check out this wiring, and that seems actually pretty clean. It's coming out a little, but not a big deal. But generally, that's essentially it. And let's go ahead and check the mic. Yeah, the mic placement. Yeah, it's a little to the left, but you can always move it up like that. I tend to kind of bend it up. That's just me. It's always different for every person. All right, final step. Let's make sure the helmet fits properly. And I've lost the Meta glasses because I can't put my helmet on with the glasses on. So let's throw it on, and yeah, everything feels good. I don't feel the speakers on my ears. I don't feel any weird wires anywhere. Everything feels normal. And this is one of the great things with Arai helmets is that the speakers actually fit in the cheek pad, so there's like no pressure. It's extremely comfortable and easy to install. And that's how you install a Bluetooth into an Arai helmet without ruining it. Well, that's it for now. Like and subscribe. And if you have any questions of how to install a Bluetooth in your particular helmet, leave me a comment below. I hope this video helped you out. If you have any more questions about helmets or gear, check out my other videos. All right, everyone, thanks again for tuning in. And until next time, I'll see ya.